Good morning, guys. It's good to see you today. Let's look at our plans for this video. All right, first we are going to do our check-in and look at our journal, and then we are going to look at our packets that you can get today. And specifically, we're going to look at day 1, and I'm going to help you guys know what to do through that. And then we're going to talk about our read aloud in Google Classroom today. So first, let's go ahead and do our check-in in our journal. Yesterday, I said, I'm feeling a 4 today because I'm going to have oatmeal for breakfast. And it was really good. I knew it would be. And then later, I wrote, I went to the grocery store to get food for the week, so I won't have to leave my house very much. And that's true. It's really important to kind of stay home and kind of stay away from people right now. So I made a list. I was really safe. I went to the store. I got what I needed for the week. And then when I got outside, I used my hand sanitizer and I came home. And I shouldn't have to go to the store until maybe next Friday, but we'll see what happens. All right. So today I am feeling a 5 because I might see some of my students today. Hey guys, it is me from the future, and I am going to apologize because it is not true. I don't get to come on campus and help give out packets. We have to stay home and stay safe, which is okay. I understand that. I don't want to break the rules and come if I'm not supposed to. So I'm definitely not feeling a 5 anymore, but it'll be okay. We still can communicate with each other and it'll be all right. So I'm sorry for all this not true stuff you're about to keep watching. I know, I just said don't leave your house, but today is the day you can come get your packet, and it'll look something like this, at our school. And on Monday, I will be there. Wait, today is Monday. I will be there today. So I hope that you come pick up your packet. You wave and say, hi, Mrs. Thompson. We're making it so that you don't have to get out of your car. So we will bring it to you, and we're keeping it as safe as possible. But I am excited to get to go to Voorhees and see some of you guys and your parents because I do miss you guys a lot. So that's pretty cool for me. That is what I'm looking forward to the most today, is maybe seeing some of you guys. All right, let's look at our checklist. Check-in, journal, we did it. Check. Packets, I talked about that. Now, when you have your packet, I want to help you know what to do every day, because it's hard to just get a really thick packet. I mean, this packet's over 100 pages, but it's also for 2 weeks. So every day I'm going to go through what the expectations are of the day and maybe help you out with some sentence frames and things like that. So the front looks like this. I'm going to turn the pages. Okay, there's a letter to parents in English and in Spanish, which is cool. Everything seems to be in English and Spanish, which is really awesome. There's this activity tracker here. So kind of like our schedule that we make every day, you can check off when you've done all this stuff. So today you should do some reading, writing, math, movement, maybe some art. I read for blank minutes. So it says here for 2nd grade, you should read for 15 minutes. You can write that down. I wrote for 15 minutes, or if you read for 20 minutes today, you can write whatever is true. So there's that. Then there's some movement ideas. So some yoga. We know some of these poses from doing our Cosmic Kids yoga. There's some exercise ideas. Here's some other movement ideas too. All right, so day 1 reading. So the instructions are here. Read for 15 minutes. Use a book of your own or a foldable book from the end of this packet. At the very end of the packet, there's some articles you could read. Okay, Buffalo Dusk. Invite your child to read aloud the poem, and it's right here. I think yours is in color though. My printer's in black and white. So you're going to read this to somebody, hopefully your parents, but if your big brother or sister is watching you, you can read it to them. And it says, discuss who those who saw are. Who is those who saw? All right, so that's reading. Ooh, writing. Our writing prompt's pretty cool. It says, do you like to talk on the phone? Draw and write to tell who you talk on the phone Wait, did I say that right? Let me reread that. Draw and write to tell who you talk to on the phone and what you like to talk about. Okay, so, and they give you this like final draft looking paper. So I think if you use a pencil, you could write right on here since we don't have all the same like paper and resources that we have in our classroom. And let's see if I can help you out with like a tree map to help us figure out how we want to answer this. All right, so eek. I'm going to erase my board, but we still need to talk about a read aloud in Google Classroom, but I'll remember. Okay, so I'm going to erase my board. And let's see. Oh, it says, who do you like to talk to on the phone? Okay, I like to talk to my sister on the phone. So let's see. If I made a tree map for this, I would say, I like to talk to blank on the phone. So the top of my tree, this is a sloppy tree, but it's okay. I like to talk to blank on the phone. I would probably put my sister or my mom or Miss Rimmer or Mr. Thompson, but I like to talk on the phone to people. And then let's see, draw and write who you talk and what you like to talk about. So I might put why I like to talk on the phone. Why do I like to talk to them on the phone? So what we talk about. And maybe when we talk? Not sure. So maybe I would say I like to talk to my sister on the phone. I like to talk to her because we always have a lot to talk about. Sometimes we talk about going to plays. We usually talk on our way home from work in the car. This is why I like to talk to my sister on the phone. So that could be how that works. All right. So here's your first sentence to get you started. I like to talk to blank on the phone. Who is it? And maybe you don't talk on the phone very much. You can make it up. It's okay. And then draw about it right here. All right, so that's writing. There's also this page, commas in greetings and closings. And at the top it says, letters or emails begin with a greeting. A greeting includes a word such as dear or hi and the name of the person you are writing to. A comma comes after the greeting. Diary or journal entries may also begin with a greeting. So here's some examples. Dear Mrs. Grant, hi Carlos. Carlos. Dear diary. So then you have some practice with that. It says put a comma in the correct place for each letter opening. Dear Anne, will you come to my party? So we need a comma somewhere here. Dear diary, I rode my bike to school. So remember, look at where the comma is up here. It's after the greeting, and make sure you know where to put it here. All right, I think math looks pretty fun today. Day 1, math task. So it says part 1, well, the task. Ford and Logan add 45 plus 36. Part 1, solve the problem and explain your thinking. Okay, we've done that before. So add this plus this, solve it, and explain why you did it that way. Part 2 says Ford and Logan solved each problem using a different strategy. And then it goes A, B, C, and D. How did Ford solve the problem? Will his strategy always work? How did Logan solve the problem? Will her strategy always work? How are their strategies similar or different? How is your strategy similar or different than Ford and Logan's? Okay, so here is your strategy. So your strategy. And then here it shows on the back how Ford counted it and how Logan counted it. So you're going to take a look at those and decide. And that might be a little confusing. If you have questions about it, you can ask me. And then you have regular math to work on, just like from like our math book. So here and here, yeah. And then we have this pretty cool thing where it says 13 plus 9, and you're gonna use any strategy to solve it. Use models or visuals so you can make like base 10 blocks or pictures, different ways we solve. Write a story. So, you know, one day Mrs. Thompson had 13 lollipops and she wanted 9 more. How many did she have altogether? You know, something like that. please don't use that story. It wasn't very good. And then how do you know your answer is correct? So you're gonna write to explain how you know it's correct. All right, so that is day 1 of reading and writing and math in your packet. So I hope I was able to explain it to help you a little bit. It might have been a little confusing still, but I'm here to help. So if you have questions, let me know. Let's see, we had one more thing to talk about. Oh yeah, our read aloud. All right, so starting today, every day, there is a read aloud in Google Classroom, and I am going to show you what that looks like. All right, so here we are in Google Classroom. And if we scroll down a little bit, it says, here's today's read aloud. You can count this towards your 15 minutes of reading today. So if you're reading for 15 minutes, I think this is about 4 minutes. 15 minus 4, that means 11 minutes of you reading today. So that's pretty cool. So you're just going to click on this, and it's a movie. And I don't think you can hear it right now, but if you press play, it has me reading it, and it goes through the whole, book. Oops, there we go. But I'm going to stop it there because I don't want to ruin it for you. It's a really fun story. I like it a lot. So that's how you look at our read alouds on Google Classroom. And then just to review, down here, we have our activity from Friday. It's springtime. Learn more about spring and BrainPop's movie of the week. First, watch the movie, then click on the Google form for a short assignment. So you watch the movie. It comes up right here. And then when you're done, there's this little Google form right here for you. And I'm going to read the questions to you. Which season does spring come after? Summer, fall, or winter? What happens during spring? It snows a lot, many plants start growing, or leaves turn brown and fall off trees. The next question says, what is something people can do in the spring? And you could say, one thing people can do is, and you finish that sentence, all right? And then it says, do you like spring? Explain why you feel that way. I like spring because, or you could say, I do not like spring because, and write why you feel that way. So that's the assignment that goes with the BrainPop video. And then beyond that, it's the stuff I went over in the last video. You know, who's checking out Google Classroom, you can comment here. Here's the link to our YouTube channel so you can look at all of the videos up until now. This is like the 4th one, I think. I do one every like school day. And yep, just different things for you to look at. All right, so that's what's going on in Google Classroom today. So I hope that helped you. That is what Google Classroom looks like for us right now. If there's anything confusing, you can definitely ask me about it. The last thing I really want to talk to you about is really having a schedule for your day. I showed you my schedule on the first video, but BCSD gave us a suggestion of this here. So it's going to be right there. So like 8 o'clock, wake up, 8:30 to 9, do some mindfulness. That could be writing in your daily journal. That could be practicing some breathing. That could be some of the yoga that's in our packet. So, and it gives suggestions on this paper too. From 9 to 10, reading and writing. So there's that. 10 to 10:30, let's move, do something active. You can go outside, you can do Go Noodle, you can do any of the suggestions in the packet. 10:30 to 11:30, math. So I showed you our math for today. Then have some lunch, maybe do some chores. Remember, I call it house stuff, so it doesn't sound like chores, but yeah. And 1 to 1:30, be creative. So you could do some drawing. There's some online options to help you out. You could be building with Legos, something creative, maybe make up a dance. That'd be cool. And then 1:30 to 2, it says online learning. So you can visit BCSD's online learning for ideas for that. That's a good time to check out our activity in Google Classroom. because, you know, there's either a read aloud or a brain pop video or some sort of activity for you. And you always have like Prodigy or Splash Math or Raz Kids or Smarty Ants. Like those are all there. Those are great online things to do. And then later, so then school's kind of over, but later in the evening, maybe unplug and read a book with your family member, and go to bed. So I think it's a pretty good schedule. I think it's important to have a schedule, especially since we're not leaving our homes very much. So definitely do that. All right, that is it. I cannot wait to see some of you guys today. And I definitely will be communicating a lot on Class Dojo. So it's really important that your parents are on there and looking at things so you can get announcements from me. All right, guys, stay gritty. I hope I see you later.